like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is like a review, but not a review, which is why I'm in my little house dress or whatever. But I put some lipstick on. Y'all see it's nice and bright. Ignore I'm putting together a bathroom stand on my couch, and let's see how long that takes. But, I'm watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. A lot of people have been tagging me, commenting, tagging me, DMing me, asking me to review this show. I had watched the first episode back when it was on YouTube, the own channel, whatever, before it premiered. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna review it. And I kind of like just didn't. So I had not watched the other two episodes. So today we had a whole snowstorm. And so I watched the second episode. So I was like, I got some comments. So I'm going to put a little, recap out here. Depending on how this episode, is received, I may do, some more. I'm not sure. Y'all know if the reviews don't do a lot of numbers, I don't have the time to review it. Okay? Because it takes so much time to do it. If you have not done so already, take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Jaybird. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 and all that good stuff. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To always hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I have new content up. And follow me on social media on Jay Lee's Corner. Well, no, it's J_Lee_Corner on Instagram and all that good stuff. Shop my t-shirt merchandise. Y'all know the deal. So again, y'all asked for, so let's see how this goes. If nobody watches the review, I'm not going to do no more. I may do episode 3. I'm going to watch episode 3 when I finish doing this. And we'll see if I review that one too. And I have to also do a Yana from last night. So, if y'all haven't watched the show, we have 3 couples, okay? We have Martell and Melody, okay? Oh, wait. That's couple 1. We have Maurice and Kimmy, okay? That's couple 2. And then we have Marceau and Letitia. I can't remember how it's pronounced right now. But, these are the 3 couples. Now, these two, no, wait. Damn it. This person and him, they're brothers, okay? So, again, this is Marceau. This is Maurice. They are brothers. And Marceau and Letitia are married. Maurice and Kimmy are engaged to be married, and then Martell and Melody are married. Okay, so that's what it is. The first episode really just introduced us to the couples and made us kind of aware of who's an asshole, who's not an asshole. Marceau for me is an asshole. To the point to where he just doesn't. He's misogynistic. Okay, did I say that? Misogynistic. A woman should be at home barefoot and pregnant is what he basically believes in. He don't want his wife to work, even though she wants to work, have a whole real estate license and all that stuff. He just a whole asshole about it. I feel like Maurice is a good guy, so he's a good guy of the situation, and Martell. That is what we're here to talk about. So this episode was mainly about Martell and Melody a lot. So in episode 1, they all had dinner, whatever, because with Kimmy and Maurice getting engaged, this is why sometimes pictures sucks. Melody brought up what's deal breakers. What's a deal breaker in your marriage or in your relationship? For her, she brought up how, in her thing, cheating is a deal breaker. And Martell did not like that. So we kind of see, both couples was discussing that at dinner. Okay, we see Marceau and Letitia talk about, and I don't know if it's Letitia, but y'all know I fuck up names all the time. Martell and Letitia was discussing, so was Kimmy and Maurice. So for the most part, Marceau feel like, so they just rumors, it's rumors out here that, Martell may have cheated on Melody, but it's just rumors, nothing has been confirmed or whatever. Like, we can't really be acting like we know for a fact that he cheated on her. Where Kimmy, like him, was saying, well, no, well, there's smoke, there's fire. Like, it's this, the smoke is the rumor. So, like, it's something to it. And, you know what I'm saying? You as his friend should go talk to him and figure out what's going on again, because they all feel like we're going in business together. And, you know, if they have issues or whatever, could that affect the business? We even see Marceau then kind of bringing up people, how you can respectfully cheat, meaning men can what he said was men can respectfully cheat on their wife, even though a wife cannot respectfully cheat on her husband. That's why I mean he's a whole misogynist pig asshole, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? He bring up like, yeah, like if you have a threesome, that's a way to respectfully cheat. No, well, first of all, a threesome with your wife isn't cheating, okay? Because she's included in it. But anything else you say is just stupid. I don't like him. We see Maurice and Kimmy talking about it too, and it's kind of the exact same conversation. It feels like the guys are protecting Martell, not as if they know something happened, but meaning like we not gonna like throw him up under the bus and say he's a horrible human being. They're kind of like, we don't know what happened, so we're not gonna speak against it. Whereas the women like, you know, well, no, it's something happened because it's all these rumors, and we even see how motherly acting, so we know something happened. So we have that whole thing. Kimmy bring up too, like, you know, well, there are rumors he cheated, but nothing has been confirmed. And Maurice, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, there are better ways to cheat. Like, you know, if you cheat and no one knows, that's a better way. No, that just means you're getting away with it. It doesn't make it better, okay? Stealing, robbing a bank is wrong whether you get caught or not. You still wrong for robbing a bank. It's still a crime. Just if no one knows you did it, it doesn't mean, oh, it's okay you robbed the bank. No, it's not how it goes, bro. You cannot say, you know, a better way to cheat is so that no one knows. What I will say is, some women do feel like, or some people feel like I can't control what someone else does, okay? My husband or my wife could wholeheartedly go out there and cheat on me, but what I do know is I bet not ever find out. That don't mean that you're respectfully cheating. That do mean that you have some kind of respect for your other person to not have it in their face, but it doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that aspect of it, but if the thing is, even though you should want your mate to know you cheated, it should not be in their face, but you also just shouldn't be cheating. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy. But I think both men again are kind of, oh, Mars. It's weird. It's weird. But they're dissing how, you know, he maybe respectfully did it, and I'm like, we need, because the name of the episode is called "Respectfully Cheating." You cannot respectfully cheat. You just shouldn't cheat. So we see that whole thing. We then see, so that's the most that we got from the other couples together or whatnot. You know, there's a little thing. What the episode was about, not even about, but Kimmy is having her engagement party, the bridal shower, which Letitia is planning, and Melody don't show up. Okay, we see Kimmy outfit. It was real cute or whatever. She had a little shimmy, a little romper or whatever. You know, Maurice, is it Maurice? Yeah, Maurice loved her outfit. Maurice loves sex. He's like, I love having sex with my mate. Is, you know, it's a way for us to connect. Is, you know, I love it. So I'm like, okay, well, I hope he ain't cheating. And you know, Marceau, you know, he all asshole. Anyway. So back to the main point of the episode, we do see Martell and Melody talking in the beginning. It's like the following day or so of this dinner, and you know, he getting dressed to go to Home Depot, and I'm like, why he dressed? I didn't like what he had on in general, for some reason, but I'm like, okay, he going to Home Depot. Maybe he also doing other things today, because he had on like a little nice little shirt, some nice little slacks or whatever, and that is a weird way to dress to go to Home Depot. But sometimes a person, you don't dress to go to Home Depot as if you're doing work. You could dress Home Depot, you know, for any other reason. But I mean, it was different. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Martell tells his wife, Melody, look, I don't like how you brought up, you know, the whole cheating thing, being a deal breaker at the dinner, whatever, around other couples. I just felt like that was not appropriate, because I felt like you were aiming it at me and like trying to start some kind of argument with me or some kind of discussion with me in front of these other people. And she's like, well, no, they're getting married or whatever, I think it's a good conversation to have. You know what I'm saying? I can ask whatever I want to ask around, around our friends or whatever. And if you have something to hide, you know what I'm saying, it should not be an issue. She said like it's a topic that we've all talked about before. And our friends get married, so why is that a good topic? She also said like if you don't want your business in the street, don't be in the streets. I said, well, girl, that's true. If you do not, you have no reason to be nervous about a topic if you have not already done something and that relates to the topic. And I think that's his point. I've done something, or you think I've done something, because at this point they haven't admitted to any infidelity either. But you can tell by how Melody is acting that say at some point in their relationship, either he did cheat or she thinks he's cheating, and she doesn't have any proof, and she keeps bringing it up, hoping some proof will come out. So, again, you can't be in these streets fucking around if you don't want your stuff. He brings up how well, if something happens, because I'm not perfect, but if something happened, you shouldn't keep bringing it up, especially to friends who we're gonna be in business with. I just think that's crazy. I'm always moving the wrong goddamn thing. I want to move the pictures around. No, I want to move this one, because I feel like it's weird up there. Now it's weird here too. I think I thought it was weird because maybe okay, this is what I want to do. I think I felt like it was weird because they were so small. Okay, that's better. See, now I feel, I be, weird about stuff. Okay. Now I feel better. Anyway, because I was like, no, it's just weird to me. So no. Yeah, he brings up again, we are going to business with these people, so you shouldn't be bringing it up around friends or whatever. It'll make people wonder, like, well, did he cheat on her, or is she cheating on him, or whatever? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, no, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? If we have good friends, that's what we're supposed to be able to talk about stuff like this. But he's like, no, that's the kind of stuff you talk about with a therapist. He like, when you talk about it with friends, that means other people have their own opinions. They may talk to somebody else, and then next thing you know, they told people, and everybody like, oh, so and so, this happened. If you were a therapist, they can't, it's patient doctor confidentiality, and it can't be out in these streets, whatever. He's bringing up every reason in the world to not talk about it in front of other people. Okay, that's what he's doing. And she like, nah, because also they're not gonna think I cheated. It ain't in the streets that I cheated, which means I'm like, he had to have cheated or whatever. So we then see, like, in the confessional, she's saying, well, for me, a deal breaker would be cheating. Like, cheating would be a reason I would get a divorce. I'm like, oh. And he look at her like, oh, you talking like you have, like you have experience in this situation. She was like, you are so funny. He's like, I'm not trying to be. And I'm like, we can see it all up and through, okay? You know what I am happy about this show? No one has a bad wig or weave or hair. For the most part, all their hair looks nice. I'm happy about that, okay? We do later on, we see the guys all meet up. So that's Marceau, damn it. Why am I pointing? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Marceau, Martell, and Maurice all meet up or whatever. Mainly because when Marceau and Martell met up earlier, Martell kind of admitted to doing something. He kept saying, like, because Marcel was like, I want to be sure y'all good or whatever. We go into business. We would never want it. We would not want to go into business with y'all as a couple. And then like y'all break up, and it's like a new Mrs. So and so, or a new or something that's kind of weird. The dynamic will change or whatever. And he like, no, we good or whatever. Whatever happened was like over a year ago, so we good now. We good. And he didn't go into any detail. But Marcel was still shocked, like, oh, so he's saying something happened, but clearly whatever happened, it also seems like she ain't over it. So then he calls Maurice and say, hey, we need to go meet up with Martell to have a conversation. So they go meet up at like a car wash place, and they all wash their cars. Like, oh, that's cute, guys, go do that. So Maurice and Marcel are mainly like asking, like, if did you cheat, or not, because whatever is going on, it seemed like Melody has some strong feelings about something. So they kind of do bring up to how they don't want to like go on business again if it's issues. And then Martell comes clean on camera. I said, "Ooh, and some popcorn." He says like he did cheat, you know what I'm saying? It was some things happen or whatever. He cheated, it was about a year and a half ago, whatever. And he like, we good now, we good now. And they like, wait. You can't just kind of skim over that bullshit. Like, what you mean you cheat? Like, was it like did you actually like step out on her, or like did you just like talk to some girl like, but nothing more than that? He like, no. He like, no. This fool said I had a girlfriend. Okay, he got a wife and he said I got me a girlfriend. It was sexual. It lasted for months or whatever. He said at that point in time, me and Melody wasn't vibing or whatever, and so you know what I'm saying, we wasn't happy. He brings up how they weren't spending time together, they weren't having sex. He said not that I'm blaming her for it. He said, but I wasn't satisfied, I wasn't happy, and I just stepped out. But he said it was again he had a girlfriend on the side. He had sexual relations with her, and Marceau and Maurice like, what? What? Even I was like, ooh, bitch. Now at that moment, I said, you know what? I'm gonna review this episode. He also brings up how she found out. He says she found out because the girl was calling me one day. She kept calling me, and the number was blocked. And so at one point, Billy answered my phone, and it was a girl that she knew. He liked it. Her mama was there, so the mama knew. It was kind of crazy, He like, so I came clean. You didn't come clean. You got caught. It's a different. You got caught, and once you got caught, you came clean. He says that her and the girl, his wife and his girlfriend had a whole sit down. Where was the cameras when? Why couldn't, man, bruh? I would have been a. Oh Jesus! What was the cameras at that point in time? But he says they sat down and talked or whatever. They like talk. He like, what they talk about? What they got to talk about? Again, Marceau and Maurice are like shocked. Like, what the fuck they talk like? How you alive, bro? And he said, well, no, Melody just wanted to ask questions like, what I'm saying, how long did it go on? Are y'all still kicking it or whatever? Are you gonna still keep coming after my husband? Was the questions that Melody had. And he like, it was what it was. They said, so is it done? Like, are you and the girl over now? And he say, well, yeah, we know. He like, so it's like no communication. He's like, well, hearing, and they like, wait, you can't be. So I feel like in some shape, way, or form, he's still in contact with this person, and they don't say who the person is at all, but he just say how he say it's over and done with now, but at the time when they were going through things, he still was having communications here or there. He even say after his wife found out for a few months, him and the girl still was kicking it. He said, so I gradually left her alone. I didn't cut her off cold turkey. So, which means that's why she don't trust you, idiot, because you were actively cheating on her, and even once she found out that you were cheating, you kept cheating, okay? So this is my example of what this means. You have a person who may cheat one time, not do it no more, and they're not doing it anymore. That person just cheated. No, Martell is a cheater. Even though he allegedly only cheated with one woman, because we don't know if it was more than one, but he's mentioned this one girl. He cheated on her with one woman. He kept cheating. It was a continual relationship. He called that girl his girlfriend, and he has a whole ass wife. Girl, you can't trust him. You can't. A person who keeps cheating once they wife know is a cheater. Like, they gonna keep cheating, and it's just about a time where he gonna like, if I ain't happy, I'm gonna cheat a girl. I mean, I don't wish nobody's marriage to end. I don't want to say they should get divorced, but I feel a kind of way when a man admits and say, well, yeah, once I found out I kept cheating, it took me time to leave this girl alone, which means he wouldn't, because that means you cared for this other person. So not only would you out here fucking, because I think someone else said how, women cheat and men cheat differently. Like, a woman not gonna cheat for no reason. A man would have sex with a girl and not really care. It ain't like it's no connection. He had a whole connection to that girl. girl. But he keeps saying how everything, oh, but we okay now, we good now, we good. And they're like, well, I don't know, because she keep talking like she ain't good. Like, you maybe need to talk to her and figure out the things to see if she's really okay. So we see that whole thing. We do see Mother Lee, and she is like, in her feelings all episode or whatnot, and we see her go talk to his mom, her mother-in-law, because she said her mother-in-law is like her second mom, which is great. And she's mainly saying how she just don't trust him. How, because of things that has happened, she don't trust him too much. I'm saying, she even brought up how he went to Home Depot and, he was dressed like he was going out. It's like, well, he really flashy. He dresses, he likes attention or something, like, that's just how he is or whatever. But she said it in a way that can also mean he out here trying to get these hoes. The mama didn't mean it like that. That's how she worded it. But I can't think of the exact wording that she said. And then Melanie said, well, that's my point. Like, you know what I'm saying? These girls going to be out here looking at him. And mama said, well, that shouldn't matter because you his wife. Like, you are who he wants to be with. Now, I don't know. Because Melody said, like, his mama don't know all that happened with them. So I'm like, maybe his mama don't know that he wholeheartedly was out here cheating on her, and that's why she felt this way. But I would say your son is a whole cheater. Okay, your son did this and this and this, so he can't be out here looking good for the hoes at the Home Depot. Okay, I can't have him doing that. Okay, he got to go to Home Depot looking homeless. Okay, so they won't want my husband. But I also feel like if he cheated and you stayed with him, if you second guessing how he dressing to go to Home Depot, y'all should not be married, because that's a whole girl. How he dressed at Home Depot, I was like, that's a girl. That means deep down she still hurt. Deep down she don't trust that man. And you need to talk to somebody about that, girl. She also bring up how, he only goes to the gym at night, like, and who goes to the gym at night? I mean, people who work during the day go to the gym at night. Well, you know what I'm saying? Again, her husband cheated, and so everything he do, she's going to attest to. He could be going to Home Depot to cheat. He could be going to the gym at night to cheat. He could be going to the Dairy Queen to get ice cream, but really meet the goddamn Dairy Queen lady and fucking up behind the counter. So everything she think about, goes back to him cheating. And the mama, like, you know what I'm saying, you have to just figure out what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? What I would do if my husband cheated and what you would do if your husband cheated, you have to make your own decision, basically. So we then see Martell and her meet up later at the end of the episode. And she just said, look, I don't trust you 100%. And it's based on, what you did or whatnot. And he like, look, we talked about it or whatever. And I know it's going to take some time for you to trust me again and for me to gain your trust back. Now, I will say this. In this conversation, he did seem empathetic to her. He did seem, like he wants to fix his marriage. And he did seem like, whatever you want me to do, I'm going to do to make you believe me again. He says, well, but if things I do, if something's making you uncomfortable, let me know and I'll change it. She then says, oh, like the clothes you wear to Home Depot. And I said, well, I guess I'm right all of a sudden. I think my thing went on. He was like, oh, he said, well, you know what, you could have came with me. Like, I didn't have to go to Home Depot by myself. And if you had to issue my clothes, you could have came with me. And then she like, you know what? Because he said, you could have came with me because I love when we spend time together. She then says, but I don't want to have to spend time with you all the time. I don't want to have to be with you all the time. I don't want to have to always follow you here, there, and everywhere in order for me to feel comfortable trusting you or whatever. She said, because sometimes I want a long time too, when I'm not out here working, I'm not, working or being a mom or being a wife or whatever. I want to be able to have my own time too. So at that point, I felt like, well, now you're doing too much, because you can't want him to prove to you that he's better. And he said, well, okay, if you see me dressed some kind of way you don't trust what I'm doing, come with me. You know what I'm saying? Just come with me and see what it is. I don't think he meant come with me all the time, but if that's a moment where you feel like you don't trust it, come with me. You know what I'm saying? We can spend some time together. Now, if you feel like you don't ever trust him, no matter where he's going, that's a whole different issue. But again, you know what I'm saying? He said, you know what? Well, he was like, well, okay, fine, or whatever. So that was a little weird thing. But then she brings up, well, how about, you go to the gym at night? And he like, well, yeah, because I work during the day, and, the night is the easiest time for me to be able to go. She's like, well, I don't think you should be able to go to the gym. She's like, well, look, how about this? Instead of you telling me what I can't do, you know what I'm saying? why don't we try to have a solution to how you feel about it? He said, instead of me not being able to go to the gym and work out, which means I'll end up gaining weight and, you know what I'm saying, being a little pudgy or whatever, how about at night when the kids are put to bed, we get a babysitter and you will come with me to the gym? And she said, okay, you know, that's a good compromise or whatever. I think that's cool. And then I'm like, see, that's the thing. So like he said, when she said, I did not like the thing you wore to Home Depot, his solution was, oh, you should just came with me. Like, again, the times you feel like you can't trust what I'm doing, why don't you go ahead and come with me to make yourself feel like I'm going to do the exact thing I told you I'm going to do? And until you feel comfortable enough with not coming with me, I don't mind you coming with me. I mean, I don't know what else he could do to make her feel comfortable besides having her come with him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he could have not cheated in the first place, but it was what it was. You know, he then gives her a card. He gave her flowers, like some just because flowers, because like, you know, he wants her to know that he really wants to rebuild their marriage. He writes her like a little letter or whatever, instead of giving her a card that this says, oh, even through our difficult times or whatever, that I really love you and you are a superwoman, I'm Superman, and I'm gonna earn your trust back or whatever. And I'm like, okay, you know, that was really it. So again, I'm gonna upload this, see how y'all like it. I'm gonna watch episode 3, see if that moves me to review it. And other than that, I will talk to y'all later. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and you.